Hey, it's Dr. GreeneBarr here, and it's almost time for the Financiers Forum, July 25th and 26th here in Chapel Hill, North Carolina. Have you been on my timeline? Have you been on the timeline of those who are coming to be a part of the Financiers Forum? If so, you have seen some of the interviews that I've done with some of the hometown heroes. Stay tuned. You're going to be seeing more from the heroes and the experts. And here's the good thing about it. I want you to understand from hearing from them the level of wisdom, insight, courage that they are bringing to sit down with the attendees and to work with you where you are in the stages of business. Are you launching your business? Are you scaling your business? Are you thinking about exiting your business, or maybe in 5 years or 2 years from now, how are you going to exit this enterprise? These are 3 different scales. I call them the threefold cord method, and we are going to be there to work with you. And you might be wondering, well, Dr. GreeneBarr, how can you have an event that speaks to people who are in 3 different stages of their business? Some people think that that's not really niching down. Well, it is a niche if you understand how we're going about it. What we're going to do again this year, because this is our 2nd year, we are helping people who are in business to not only receive from the heroes, but to be able to receive from one another. This is different. This is not like some of the other places you've been. It's not a data dump, okay? What we're doing is really special for those who are in business. We want to give you what you need to be successful where you are, but also help you to remember where you've come from and also be thinking down the line. So I want you to stay tuned and stay connected with the videos that I'm going to be putting up from the hometown heroes. I would really love it if you would repost them just to keep that thing alive on the algorithms. That would be great. And so I wanted to share a couple of things with you. No, this is not a reel. I have a lot to say since I haven't been, face forward on the camera for a while. I wanted to talk about 2 things that are important that I want to emphasize this year. Number 1 is the issue of personalized support. As a business owner, you don't necessarily want to always get cookie cutter answers or strategies. You actually need to be able to sit down at a table with someone and say, this is where I am. And they can give you wisdom and advice that is birthed out of having already gone down that path. Okay, so they're able to talk to you, and they're not here to dump information and run out the door. It's personalized support, and it's confidential. This is not a place to come and get information to gossip about or try to steal your idea. Listen, let me tell you something. When you have an idea, people might try to imitate what you're doing, but if the oil is on you to get it done, just run with it as hard as you can. Second thing I want to share with you is the idea about growth to proficiency. I heard that term today, growth to proficiency. And it is important for those of us who are in business to be able to grow to the place of proficiency. Now, some people grew up in families where business was just second nature. And then others of us, myself included, we have had to learn and learn fast how to do business. And we have to be able to understand what it is to grow in that process. I interviewed one of the hometown heroes, Dr. Scales, and he mentioned about how he started his business and how long he has been in it. And I asked him to give me numbers, and he said he opened his doors with 8 clients, 8 patients. Opened the doors with 8 patients. That really touched my heart, because how many of us are willing to look at a handful of people when we open our doors? But that doesn't mean that you can't grow to proficiency, which is what he has done. You have to watch his video. And so we're going to be dealing with this idea of growing to proficiency in your business skills. Those skills have to be developed, and they can be developed. And that's something that we are going to be talking about this year. And lastly, I want to talk to us about something else I heard today that struck a chord with me, a good one: doing successful life. And I mean that from the standpoint of we are here to help business owners do a successful life, which means that all of the areas of their life are flowing together well, so that we're not dealing with lopsided life, great business, lopsided life. No, we want all things to work together well, that your blessing of your life will not add sorrow, right? So that you will do successful life, and that's business life, home life, health, all of it. You want to be whole in your success. Make sense? Absolutely. So those are some of the things that I wanted to share with you as it relates to the Financiers Forum. You have an opportunity to register if you need to get a hotel room because you want to be there the whole time. That's available. It's very convenient. But more importantly, I want you to come. More importantly, probably need to come if you're really honest about it. There are going to be heroes there for people who are seriously thinking about exiting their business. Maybe not this year, but exiting is something that's on your mind for a couple of years down the line. One of my classmates, he has 2 very successful businesses. And when we were out of college and we were talking, he said to me, you need to be thinking about when you're going to walk out the door. He said, you got to think about your out. And that means as a business owner, you have to think about a successful exit, whether you are selling the business or you're shutting it down. You have to start thinking about those things now. And what better way to do it than to sit at the table with people who have successfully exited businesses, right? So we're bringing that to you, and it's going to be a valuable time of learning, connecting, intentionally developing relationships that move past the moment together. It's the Financiers Forum, July 25th and 26th here in Chapel Hill, North Carolina. Would love for you to be a part of it. Register sooner than later. All right. See you here in Chapel Hill. I'm Dr. GreeneBarr.